Today's recipe is Punjabi Samosa. For this recipe we need approximately 400 grams to 500 grams of potatoes. I peel the potatoes and cube them and boil them. Here I've got half cup of peas. I boil these peas as well. Half teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder also known as haldi, half teaspoon of black salt, also white salt as per taste, half teaspoon chilli flakes. I've got one very small whole green chili which I chop finely, half teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of ghee, 1 teaspoon whole cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds. Here I've got 1 green onion which I chopped finely, 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. So these are the ingredients which I will be using for the filling of this samosa recipe. Now to make the samosa wrapper we need 1.5 cups of Maida, also known as all-purpose flour. This is around 260 grams of all-purpose flour. We need 3 tablespoons of ghee, 1 teaspoon of salt, or you can use salt as per taste, and here I've got half teaspoon of cumin seeds, as well as we will need some water to knead the dough for the samosa wrapper. We will be using oil to deep fry our samosas. So let's start with making our filling for the samosas. For the potato filling, I have cubed the potatoes. I've peeled the skin off, placed it in hot water for boiling. Here I'll just check if my potatoes are boiled. They're perfectly done. Now at this point of time I will remove it from this boiling water, keep it aside. I will add my peas for boiling as well. While the peas are boiling, I will be dry roasting my cumin seeds, fennel seeds and coriander seeds. Once I dry roast the fennel seeds, cumin seeds and coriander seeds, I will let it cool down before grinding it into a powder. I added ghee to a warm pan. To that I added some green chilies and ginger paste as well as green onions. Now I'll add in my boiled potatoes and peas. Saute it for less than a minute. Now add all the remaining spices. Here I have got Kashmiri red chili powder, black salt, turmeric powder, chilli flakes, little salt as per taste. You need to taste the salt later as well, and the ground cumin, fennel and coriander seeds. Just mix everything well. Your flame should be on low. Now at this point of time, if you want, you can mash these potatoes or make them into smaller pieces, or you can leave them as it is as well. Now if you think the ghee or the oil is less in this recipe, you can most certainly add half a tablespoon of ghee to it. Now I'll add in my lemon juice. Give it a good stir. At this point of time, please taste for the salt if the salt is good for the recipe. If there's less salt, you can add it now. Now this is my potato filling. It's ready. I will keep this aside for it to cool. Once it cools down completely, then I will fill it up in my samosa wrapper. For the samosa wrapper, the dough needs to be firm. Here I've got all-purpose flour. I'm adding in salt, add cumin seeds, just mix it well. And now I'll add in ghee. We need to mix this ghee well with the dough. Mix the ghee with the flour till a crumble texture forms in this dough before adding water. Now to see if the texture is right, you can just take a little of the dough in your hand, press it, and it just crumbles. This is what we are looking for. Now we'll add in our water slowly to the dough because we need to knead it to a firm consistency. The dough should not be soft because we want to make crispy samosas. So for that we need a firm dough. So I'll continue kneading this dough till all the flour comes together. Once the dough comes together, knead it for a further 5 minutes. This dough is ready. It's firm and nice. Now what I'll do is I'll let this rest for half an hour before rolling it out into samosa wrappers. It's been half an hour since this dough has been resting. Make the samosa wrapper. So I'll just divide the dough equally. Now it's your choice if you want to make big samosas or you want to make small samosas or medium size. That's absolutely your choice. So I'll just cover the rest of my dough which I'm not using. And first let's roll out the wrappers. I'll roll all of them and then I'll fill it up. If you want, you can use some flour for dusting, and we'll start rolling it into an oval shape. I have rolled this to an oval shape and the thickness is a little thicker than a chapati. Now I'll keep this aside, cover it and roll the rest of my dough. I've rolled out the dough into 4 sheets. Now each dough I'll divide it into halves for the samosa wrapper. This recipe makes 8 samosas. Now if you want, you can roll the sheets, take smaller dough balls and you can get up to 10 samosas, 9 to 10 with this recipe. Apply water on the edge of the wrapper, turn it around, shape it into a cone and just pull it a bit forward, the fold, and make sure all the edges are sealed well. Now into this I will add my filling. And what I'll do is I'll press the filling in and apply some water on the edge here. Water acts as a glue to seal the samosa. Now what I'll do is I'll just simply bring this forward here and stretch this out a bit and wrap it over and close the samosa like this. Just seal the edges, make sure the edges are sealed well, and then I'll just flatten the base of the samosa so that it can sit on its own. So these samosas are ready for frying. Just make sure the base is flattened and the samosas are sealed well. These samosas are ready to fry. So let's start frying. To a warm wok, I added oil. Now I've heated this oil on low to medium flame. To test if the oil is ready for my samosas, I'm just going to add a piece of my dough, and if the dough rises up, it indicates that the oil is ready for the samosa. But right now you can see the oil is not warm enough for me to fry the samosa. We need to fry the samosa first on medium to low. Now you can see the dough has slowly risen to the surface of the oil, and it's also turned by itself. This indicates that my oil is ready for the samosas. Now I'll remove this dough and add my samosas. Now when we add these samosas to the oil temperature drops further. So that's why we need to cook these samosas at the same temperature when we introduced it to the oil. Occasionally turn the samosas. Now you can see it's cooking well. We can increase the flame at this point of time to medium when you see that the samosas are turning slightly golden brown. So I will just increase my flame now to medium, and I'll continue frying till the samosas turn completely golden brown. Samosas are done. It's light golden brown. It's a beautiful color. At this point of time, I'll remove the samosas and place it on a paper towel to drain the excess oil out. I would like to show you how the samosa is cooked from the inside. The samosa is still very hot for me to handle. Let's try to break it. And you can see how nicely it's cooked. Here it's all well done. To make green chutney, we need 1 teaspoon roasted cumin seeds, 1 bunch of fresh mint leaves, 1 bunch of cilantro leaves, salt as per taste, 2 whole green chilies, and we also need ½ cup of yogurt. Now if you want, you can add ginger and garlic paste, but I'm not going to do that for this recipe. So I'll start blending my ingredients into a nice chutney for this recipe. I'll add in the yogurt, salt as per taste, cumin seeds, green chilies, mint and cilantro leaves. We start blending. We can use this green chutney for other dishes as well. You can have it with any type of kebabs. So you can see this chutney is really well blended. Punjabi samosa is ready to serve. You can serve this with chutney or ketchup of your choice. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please click on the bell icon for notification of my latest videos, and thank you for watching.